All right. What is up? Indeed. It's a very big week. A very big week indeed. Let's see what's up. So, Monday, we roll into the week much the same as we have been. We've still got Jupiter and Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. All direct now. The North Node is in conjunct, the three of them, and so we have to remember that our destiny, that of our collective destiny and our individual destiny, might not be in line with those big energies of expansion and transformation and boundary, right? Mercury's retrograde in Scorpio, and Venus is trining Saturn. Wow, alrighty. Interesting. On Tuesday, really, this week kind of speeds into action. Venus moves into Libra, where she will be for 4 weeks. She's at home in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus, of course, being the planet of 3D love, right? Anything that we can experience tactily, whether it's visually or through any of our senses, right? So also consider that Venus rules Taurus, right? So Taurus is highlighted as well as Venus moves into Libra, because that energy is amplified, right? So it's going to resonate through to that Taurus energy as well. You know, and as Venus is in her home sign, things like love and beauty and things ruled by those areas of your life, also things like finances, business, right? All of those are going to be highlighted for the next 4 weeks. There will be I want to say a natural easing to those things, but that full moon plays into that, right? We'll hear about that in a little while. Very exciting. Anyway, also on Tuesday, Mercury moves into Libra. So there's a lot of Libra activity, right? Libra's all about harmony and balance and justice. And let's also remember, please, that Libra is the second air sign, okay? So while Libra is also, yes, about harmony and balance, there's another aspect to Libra that I would definitely like to have a conversation about. So while Libra is famous for indecision, let's also remember why Libra is famous for indecision. Libra is the second air sign. Gemini is the first. And Gemini, where the North Node is right now, is all about the awareness of limitless potential, right? Gemini is super dynamic. It's mercurial, ruled by Mercury. And so Gemini has grasp, instant grasp of every possibility, every potential, every anything that could happen, right? Every bit of fractal timeline, non-linear potential is in the realm of Gemini. As the second air sign, Libra has that awareness as well. However, because Libra is also the sign of one-on-one relationships, Libra takes that potential out to include the consequences of each of those limitless potentials. As such, nice. What happens is that Libra has witness to the effect of each one of those potentials. and how it will play out, not just for themselves, but for everyone involved. As a result, Libra sometimes can be indecisive because they are overanalyzing in that Gemini way, but they're also overanalyzing in terms of the personal cost of each one of those limitlessly potentialized action potentials, right? So every spin of the fractal, every string in string theory, every bit of chaos, Libra witnesses it in its potential, in its relation to potential. So as Venus moves into Libra, we become aware of consequences to our relationships, to the people around us, to the intangibles of our relationships, right? And let's also remember that at this time, Neptune is in Pisces, and it's squaring a Gemini North Node. Again, we just talked about Gemini, right? That awareness of every potential. And as that's squaring Neptune, all about illusion, right? Our destiny is limitless, and we have to discern through our relationships, through our intuition, right? Also a big Neptune and Pisces issue. Also a big Venus issue. What those things mean, what those potentials mean to each of us, and the way that they trickle out and flower out to our relationships, to our, and that's every one-on-one relationship, right? That's not just love relationships. That's your boss, your friend, your landlady, your child, your dog, your neighbor, your congressman, your everything, any and everything is affected by that, by those choices that we make. Okay, thank you very much. In terms of where that potential is. So that Libra energy is a big deal, right? It's a big deal. And that will be, like I said, Venus is in Libra for 4 weeks. Libra energy plays a big deal for the next while. So we need to really be aware of that. On Wednesday, the moon is in Aries, right? Venus, that Venus we just talked about, comes into the beginnings of opposition with Chiron. Chiron is our wound, right? The wounds that we walk in with. And as that moon moves by Chiron towards Mars, that means our feelings are going to be activated. And so it will be very important to be moving through your visions and your awarenesses and your experience and your truth instead of your wound, right? This is about releasing the wounds of the past. This is what we have been asked to do for the last many years. We've been uncovering the wounds of our past. We've been asked to dig them up, to sort through them, to sit with them, to determine what role they play in our life, if any, how we have been affected by them, how we continue to be affected by them, and how and whether we wish to carry those effects into the future. Mercury is squaring Saturn, which is all about our rules and boundaries and restrictions and how we choose to express them in Scorpio from the depths of our being, right? Jupiter is squaring the North Node exactly on Wednesday at 20 degrees. That's about the potentials in our destiny, right? Every single thing that we can imagine for our destiny, every way that we can envision ourselves growing, that we can put into practice our own growth and expansion, has to do with the potential of our destiny, right? What we vision is what becomes. You have to make choices about that. On Thursday, the moon squares Jupiter on the way through to Saturn as it passes Mars. That's a lot of energy, right? That's feels and growth and restrictions and action. And Venus is growing close to that opposition to Chiron. Again, talking to us about our wounds, our feelings, how we allow them to either be transformed or to become our new support structures, right? We get to make those options. We get to have those choices from all of that potential. And Mercury squares Saturn, right, at 26 degrees. And the sun starts to oppose Uranus. So much. On Friday, that energy strengthens, right? So everything is squaring into, well, not necessarily squaring, but everything is shifting into its place for this big event that is this full moon on Halloween, right? Early in the morning on Halloween, we have a blue moon. So on Friday, we will witness Mercury coming into square with Saturn. That will be exact on Saturday at 26 degrees. That is Libra energy. That is Capricorn energy, right? Gosh, Amy Jantz, Two of Wands. Venus opposes Chiron. Again, Libra and Aries energy, right? And that Aries Chiron really wants to tantrum up. And that Libra Venus really wants you to not tantrum up. That Libra Venus wants you to look at the situation, at both sides of the situation, instead of holding fast to your tantrum, to your wound, to your gut reaction, to what you've done in the past, to the way it hasn't worked for you, to the way that it has worked against you. Venus in Libra asks you to check your Aries table flipping energy at the door and revise, right? Mercury is in retrograde. Revision, reimagine, reassess, reevaluate. Two of Pentacles. The sun at 8 degrees of Scorpio will oppose the full moon and Uranus at 8 degrees of Taurus. It's an exact opposition, right? So the moon is exactly conjunct Uranus. This is about feelings. This is about sudden awareness. This is about blinding, truthful revelation in Taurus. Let's examine that. Taurus is the sign that rules your resources, right? Tangible or intangible. So it's about what you have and also what you have, right? It can be about your house, your car, your garage, your job, your money, but it can also be about your heart. Taurus, again, is ruled by Venus. This is about your love. This is about the strength of your love, your self-esteem, your self-trust, your self-awareness, right? All of those intangible personal resources are ruled by this energy. You will have a shift, a blindingly sudden shift. If you are waiting for an answer, that is the day it will arrive for you. At the full moon. The full moon illuminates, right? Nothing but light. The moon reflects the sun. We see everything. Nothing is left hidden. It opposes the sun. So your will be in full opportunity to be witnessed through that moon conjunct Uranus in Taurus energy. Scorpio. Scorpio is all about union. Scorpio is about taking two halves, creating with them a third, right? That divine union. The third, as two individual things come together, they make a third, right? That's Scorpio follows Libra in the astrology wheel, in the energy, right? Libra is one-to-one relationship. Scorpio is how those two energies combine to create that divine essence of love. Absolutely, 100%. And so this is the day you are being asked to witness in fullness how your emotions are revealed to you, that then carries through to your will and your life. Venus opposes Chiron. Put down your trauma. Look past it. See through it. Feel through your trauma. This is an Aries Chiron. It wants to hold on. Feel through it. See through it. Mercury squaring Saturn exactly. Express and evaluate what has been binding you externally. How have you ceased to function? Where did you give up your power? Evaluate it. Figure it out. Feel into it. Feel into it, right? On Sunday, after daylight savings time takes effect, Mercury is opposite Saturn. No, that's not right. The moon is trining our big three, right? That moon in Taurus moves down a little bit and trines those big three, giving a little easement to this tight, tense, charged energy of this hunter's moon, of this blue moon that happens on Saturday. Allow that breath to come in on Sunday. Allow that breath to come in on Sunday. Let's look through here. So Monday, we've got the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Swords, right? So this is an offer of love and the ending of this pain, whatever pain and suffering you're rolling into this week with, right? Off it goes. Off it goes. Venus is squaring Saturn, right? Saturn, our wounds. We've dug it all up. It has not been pleasant. It has not been pain-free. In fact, I think we all feel like this guy, don't we? I don't know many people who don't right now. We all feel like this guy with every possible sword in our back. Like, we're cooked, y'all. We're done. I'm tapping out. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, I have a cup for you. Let's rejuvenate, right? Let's rejuvenate. We have the opportunity. This is a Pisces moon day on Monday, right? Yeah, Venus is trining Saturn. She's bringing us some opportunities. Absolutely. Then Tuesday, that day, Libra moves into Venus. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day we have. Mercury also moves into, I'm sorry, Venus moves into Libra. Hello. Also, Mercury moves into Libra. What a beautiful day, right? So Venus is all about our resources, right? She rules Libra. She also rules Taurus. This is the hand of God giving you an opportunity. Venus says, hey, look, the divine would like to give you something, a newness, right? And not only do we have this beautiful newness here, in this beautiful, just wander through here, guys. Hey, all you have to do is reach out and take it. All those aces have to be grasped. You have to raise your hand to God in order to take the pleasure and the benefit from what the divine is offering you. The King of Pentacles knows how to do that. He's in full grasp of his abundance, of his awareness of his abundance. He knows what's being offered. He's smart enough to take that pentacle. Right? This is about love and finance and those things that you can grasp with your senses. Pentacles are all about real, tangible things. This intangible and tangible grasping of these gifts from the divine. They're for your taking. All you got to do is say, yes, thank you very much. On Wednesday, we have a 2-day, right? Venus opposes Chiron. Mercury is going to square Saturn. The moon also moves by Chiron, right? So we're juggling things, right? The energy is moving, feels a little tippy, it feels a little rocky, right? It might feel a little emotionally turbulent. But the Two of Pentacles, he knows. He's a great juggler, right? We've got all these pentacles, all this pentacle energy coming in over here. The Two of Pentacles knows, all right, well, let me assess. Let me assess what's coming in here. Let me assess what's coming in. And as we make these assessments, we know which is the highest path. We know which is the inspired path, right? There's two paths, two choices. Each represent a different kind of passion and inspiration. Each represent a different path, right? One is clearly behind us because we've chosen to leave one behind. The other one, this is the way the world is, right? The world is in our hands. Back here from this pentacle, he's grasping the opportunity this pentacle brought in because he knows how to do it. He knew which one to juggle. He knew where his heart was aligned on this polarity, right? Again, Knight of Cups. He's our ruling energy. He's bringing everything in that cup. There's always hope. So we choose this flowered path. We chose the path that's going to blossom, not the mountainous, challenging path that's barren and empty. We choose the path that speaks to our heart. We choose the path that speaks to the future, an abundant, inspired, passionate future, right? He's waited. Whoop. He's waited, and he knew what was coming. He knew when. Absolutely. Thursday, we've got the Magician and the King of Wands. The Magician, he is the master of all of the elements, right? We've got them all represented. We have swords. We have cups, we have pentacles, we have wands so far. And so on Thursday, right, this is the day that the moon is squaring Jupiter and Pluto on his way through to Saturn, passing through Mars, right? So we've got this passion, this passionate choice. The King of Wands is about being in control of your inspiration and your passion, being in also full receptivity, right? Again, we have these flowers echoed here. The Magician has now made the choice, right? We've made this choice, and we know how to bring it into fruition, and we know what to do with it when we do, right? We know how to create from that passion all of the things that we wish. We see our cup, we see our pentacle, we see only one sword, not these 10, right? We see the wand represented as that magic wand, and also here on the table we see all these flowers represented, blossoming, burgeoning opportunity, this abundance represented in this Ace of Pentacles, all come to life, all here in possibility and potential, right? Absolutely. The Magician knows he's got the power to use all of the elements and create from whatever his intention, right? So again, we've got our intentions back here. We grasp with intention. We choose with intention. Friday, again, we've got that strengthening, right? The Eight of Pentacles is about work, mastery over time, right? You work at something, you get good at it. You get that opportunity. You allow it time for your skill to meet up with your opportunity. We have the King of Swords coming back in, echoing these swords. We have a lot of kings, guys, a lot. So there's a lot of mastery happening this week, a lot of fulfilled energy, right? A lot of I've got this energy this week. So swords are about expression. Swords are about ideas, right? This is about your ideas coming into fruition after you've worked on them, after you've done that mental work, right? After you've created the right areas of expression, especially with Mercury being in retrograde right now in Scorpio, right? This is about allowing those ideas to come in, allowing some ideas to be let go, allowing some ideas to come in, choosing and sorting from your ideas, knowing that you know which one is the right one, and then knowing that you have put in the work to bring that to full expression, to bring it to manifestation, right? To bring it to manifestation, to bring it to manifestation, your ideas. Absolutely. Then, full moon, come on. We have the Queen of Cups card for the full moon and our Two of Pentacles again. So, let's think about our energy, right? We have Scorpio energy, we have Taurus energy, we have Libra energy, we have Aries energy. We've got Uranus, the moon, the sun, Venus, Chiron, Mercury, Saturn, right? So the Queen of Cups is the only closed cup in the deck. And she is a closed cup because she is in full control of her emotions. She's in full expression of her emotions, right? She doesn't need that cup to be open. Her cup is decorated. Her cup is in fullness, right? She sits on her beautiful Aphrodite throne with cherubs all around, with shells and all sorts of beautiful things, because she's in full expression of all of those Venusian qualities, right? Everything that we can see, everything that we can't see, right? She knows how to work through the polarity and the emotional turbulence of any situation. Scorpio is that digging, right? Scorpio is the expression. This king energy is all of the expression of those emotions. I do not believe that it is an accident that we don't have the King of Cups here. Instead, we have the Queen of Cups. Because this is about fullness, right? This is not about mastery. This is about fullness of, abundance of emotion. And the ability to move through those emotions, right? And sit in them, as them, in fact. So, again, this is about really feeling those things that pop in. You know, I mean, as Uranus is conjunct the moon and opposed to the sun, we have opportunities. Like I said, we're going to witness those sudden feelings. Well, the Queen can handle those sudden feelings. She can handle the revelational nature of this Uranus energy. She knows what to do with it. Absolutely she does. And then on Sunday, Page of Wands. So this is about new awarenesses. This is about what you do with that new inspiration, right? And the Lovers. The Lovers is about making choices. We've got these twos everywhere in this reading. So again, this Lovers card asks us, we've got all these revelations now. We are in our new awareness about what is inspiring to us, where our passions are, right? What direction do I go now? I have the Page of Wands, right? The Page of Wands is all about, here I am inspired. Here I am feeling this newness. Here I am waiting to follow my passion, waiting to manifest my inspiration, waiting to create from it. What do I create? I create from the divine. I create from this divine choice that I have made, right? The Lovers is a card of choice, ruled by Gemini. Again, this is the card of infinite potential, made real, right? With all these twos. This is that divine decision. As we close out this week, we're being asked not only to choose the highest potential and to realize it, right? To know that we have all of the resources and the not only the resources, but the ability to put those into expression and the emotional maturity to do so. But we now have the passion, the certainty, the spring in our step, kind of, right? To create that new awareness, having moved our mountains, right? Where did we see our mountains before? Back here. We've got our mountains in the background everywhere. We've left our mountains in the background here, right? Now we move forward, blessed by the divine, certain in our love, certain in the choices, twos, certain in these choices that we've made. One staff is left. We know where we're going, and we're blessed. We're blessed to get there, right? So it's a big week. It's a week to cut the bullshit, right? That's really what it is. Milk and honey. Alrighty then. Milk and honey. the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all of your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and come only when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Venus, Venus, Venus. Abundance is an energy that you are living part of. All of your needs are being met. Abundance is an energy that you're living part of. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. That's reflected in all these pentacles and all these kings, right? Sensuality, connection, and passion, sweet moments of understanding, love among friends and family are all here for you to savor. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Absolutely. So, it couldn't be clearer. Yeah. Start it out. Find what you need and know that it is here. Know that your passion and your abundance is all spoken for, right? And in the light of this big, giant blue moon, create from your heart. Be aware. Witness what you see, right? And allow the divine to give you what is rightfully yours, what you know how to claim, what you know you've already chosen, right? With your heart, what you know you're calling into being and have been inspired to call into being, right? Completely and totally manifested through your work, through your ideas, through your heart, over and over again. It's here. It's walking in the door, right? The divine has decreed it, y'all. Yeah. Next week, election. Mercury retrograde goes direct on the day of our election here in the U.S. I think it bears mentioning that Neptune will be squaring the North Node, and Jupiter's squaring Mercury. There's going to be a lot going on next week energetically. What I do want to say is that as we get further into November, things are going to lighten up, things are going to ease up. The energy will begin to feel less tense, right? Feel less Ten of Swordsy. Feel a lot more divinely blessed. Feel a lot more in control, right? Feel a lot more emotionally fulfilling. So right now it's a time to accept what the universe is giving you, right? To be aware of the choices you're being asked to make and how and why you're being asked to make them, to keep doing that work and really be in touch with what you're feeling so that you can express it in divine order. Blessings, y'all. Have a good week.